sees it for the first time. He reunites with Anna and she takes him to the factory, but she only takes half the money as payment. She explains that the round trip is a scam. He doesn't need a guide to go back because nobody will stop him from leaving. Before she leaves, Jerome asks if she ever met a guy named Ernest, but Anna doesn't recognize the name. Afterward, Jerome meets with Calvin, who shows him all the functions of the machine. It turns out Sim's eyes are cameras that were made to capture the slope for reforestation and have recorded everything Sim has seen. Calvin teaches Jerome how to use it and gives him some privacy. Jerome gets emotional when he sees his dad again, but this transforms into horror when he learns that Flem killed Ernest. It turns out Flem tied Ernest to the machine and sent it in the direction of the waterman's camp, making it look like Sim had lost control and dragged Ernest to his death by accident. Jerome has a breakdown in the middle of the office. In the evening, it starts raining over the farm for the first time in over a decade. Jerome soon returns and plays it cool, asking Flem how he got Sim back. Flem is confused and checks the barn, shocked to see Sim standing there with no damage. He says Robbie must have brought it back out of guilt. A few days later, Jerome visits Catherine for real and promises to take care of her like Ernest did. One afternoon, Flem and Jerome are hunting animals to keep them away from the crops. Flem fails all his shots and passes the rifle to Jerome, blaming the weapon for his failure. Jerome is very tempted to shoot Flem, but instead he kills a deer, proving the problem is Flem's aim. When they go home, Jerome hides the rifle in his room. During lunch, Jerome says he got a call from Robbie, who is looking for Flem. This gets on Flem's nerves and he snaps, saying Jerome is lying. Mary scolds him for his attitude and Jerome insists he's telling the truth, so Flem bursts out of the room. The next day, Flem gets a letter written by Jerome pretending to be Robbie. The message asks Flem to meet Robbie at the cliffs because he's in trouble. Before leaving, Flem looks for the rifle and Jerome says he took it to the shop to be repaired since Flem said it wasn't working well. Flem has to play along not to get caught and apologizes for his outburst at the table. After grabbing a knife, Flem goes to the cliffs with Sim and calls out for Robbie. Suddenly he falls down into a hidden pit and